On one hand, geodesign is quite new. On the other hand, planners, designers, and others have been doing a version of this for decades. Now, we're not going to specifically get into geodesign's history, but rather help you understand how it is applicable today in many, many different contexts. I'm going to begin by helping you see that geodesign is, in some ways, all around us. Though there are aspects of geodesign that are indeed quite complex, its basis, its roots, are aspects of our lives that all of us can understand simply because, well, we're people living and interacting within the world around us. I've titled this week, Shared Languages, because I believe it's important to highlight the common characteristics of geodesign that most everyone can relate to. So what are those core premises that I think you will all recognize? There are 3 of them: spatial thinking, location, 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 and creative change. Now you may be thinking, I'm not sure what some of those mean, but stay with me here and I'll help you see that, in fact, you do know these even if you don't realize it. Any of you remember doing this? Reaching out for something, trying to judge distances? Of course you don't really remember those initial formative experiences, but your brain was already, from the very earliest moments, helping you to think spatially. So spatial doesn't mean outer space, it means occupying or moving through and trying to understand the space around us, your world. This notion of judging distances, how close or how far something is, we do this all the time. It's as routine as judging the distance to lift your feet when you're walking upstairs. For example, when you tell someone that a coffee shop they're looking for is just a couple blocks away, you're thinking spatially because you're visualizing distance. And how about when we translate distance to time and say that it's a 4-hour train trip from Amsterdam to Paris? The point is, the world we live in is 3-dimensional. It's one big volume that we're navigating through all the time. And to take that further, it's really 4-dimensional because as we move through space, time is marching on. So spatial thinking then is recognizing all the factors that can influence your relationships to what's around you. Objects, odors, good and bad, weather conditions, topography, is it flat or steep? And the list goes on and on. And of course then we need to make judgments and constant adaptations to those conditions, particularly when they change. So I hope you understand that you are indeed a spatial thinker. And what geodesign does is ask us to think 3- and 4-dimensionally about where you are and what you are doing to or for that place. And then taking into consideration all those conditions and factors that can influence this.